like in pubs, kind of how it is like nobody comes mid, right? Because like everybody's like, oh, now it's equal, we don't have to come mid. But personally, how I think it is, I think there's gonna be like 3 heroes on both teams mid. At like 2 minutes, you have both the water runes. If you can secure those and get one to your mid laner, and like if your off laner, somebody has a bottle, you get the other one for them. Even if they don't, it's still like 100 HP, 70 mana that the enemy mid laner isn't getting. 1 minute later, there's bounty runes. If you control both of those, you're getting a net worth lead. And then a minute after that, there's more water runes. Personally, I think people will just realize that it's like too valuable to just leave people alone in the mid lane.
I'm doing so much like shit in the first like 8 minutes of the game. You take the water runes, then you take your bounty rune, and then you take a water rune again. And then at 5, you push with the siege. And then you contest the power rune and bounty rune at 6. And then it's like, oh, maybe I got a haste, and now you go gank. You can play heroes like Puck and stuff, and you can take the bounty runes from them and still go lane and take water runes and stuff. Like the super mobile heroes now are pretty fun.
I think the new bounties feel very weird. I think the 3-minute one is very weird, and I think the like 3-minute spawns with one on each triangle, it doesn't seem to be better than the old one. It seems like people just ignore them almost. Like they get it, cool. If they don't, whatever.
I think the game is a lot more static now for the first 6 minutes. Like you don't see as much like supports leaving lanes because like they're one and they're gonna try and secure this 4-minute DD regen arcane or whatever. And also since water runes spawn on both runes, the only way that you're realistically going to shut down the enemy mid is if you bring a support to one of the water runes and your mid goes to the other water rune, and you hope the enemy team doesn't bring a support, and you take both water runes, right? I feel like mid heroes dying right now is very unlikely because they're just always going to be full resources. It's a lot more just like farm intensive first 6 minutes, and then that first 6-minute power rune is going to be like kind of like the catalyst for plays to start happening, in my opinion.
I'm still trying to figure out if like ganking mid is good, like going for the 4-minute rune and you get a water rune, like is that even good to secure it or what?
Okay, you get your refill, I get my refill, and then it's not going to be some crazy RNG thing. The trend is going to be either we're going to be seeing a lot more action on the mid lane on these runes, or we're just going to see a more passive kind of farming on the mids, where they're just like, okay, I'll let you do your thing, I'll do my thing, and we'll just both be happy farming.
Oh, it definitely changed it a lot. Mid a lot, like it's basically extremely low skill. I think the idea is okay, but I think the values need to be tuned. Like it's just way too stupid that you aren't really concerned about resource management. You just have like 3 bottle refills in 3 minutes, like 2, 3, 4. That you're basically like your job to just throw your spells out and farm. Just keep farming 4 out of 4 creeps. Throw some harass, which doesn't really amount to anything because if they get the rune, they're full HP anyway. I think either like the 3-minute bounty needs to get removed, maybe the first 2-minute bounty needs to get removed, or something of the concept needs to be changed, like a lot.
It won't change that much. I think you still will see supports going mid for the 4-minute rune just to secure the water rune or take it away from the enemy mid laner. Actually, mid can farm at like an incredible speed if you give them every single rune this patch. So basically you're not going to be ganking as much with like this 4-minute haste or DD, whatever it might be, or invis. But if you do get all the runes in your mid laner, they're going to snowball in a different way. They're just going to have so many resources to just like farm out mid lane, push into the jungle, and get really farmed. So it's not really a big time investment for supports to go swing and go check a rune anyway, so I don't think it'll change too much.